All right, today we're on another quest for killer tacos. Hey guys, it's Steve from Scooter King, and remember in the last Killer Tacos episode, we saw that sign for Axel's Tacos. I've been getting nothing but rave reviews about that place, and we're getting a little bit of a break up here in the Northwest. We got a couple of decent days. It's been a long, brutal winter, and spring is really trying to get here. It's a bit of a fake out up here in the Northwest, and it's supposed to be back to rain and snow in a couple days. So I want to take advantage and get on the RS5 Max and head east. Greetings, my fellow scooter thrill seekers. What is going on? Today we are on another taco quest. We are in search for Taco Nirvana. Tacos and beer Nirvana. It's a noble quest, but I'm up to the task, as I hope you guys are too. Thanks for coming along and riding with me out here today. You couldn't have picked a better day. It is drop dead gorgeous today, man. What a great day to be on a scooter. Yeah, just a perfect day to be on a scooter. So fortunate to be out and about. So we have tried a few taco locations already. If you missed those episodes, feel free to go back and check them out. We've done a few already. And it's a noble quest. Like I said, it's a noble quest, but we are up to the task to find the perfect tacos and beer spot. And we got a bunch here in the Central Oregon area. We saw this place when we were cruising around on the east side here a little while ago, and it looked promising, but we were actually on the way to some other place and we didn't get a chance to check it out, so we are gonna buzz over there. I've driven by there a ton of times, and it's a little bit off the beaten path, but thankfully we got the RS5 Max, so range is not a problem for us. That is the one thing I love about this scooter, man. Love, love, love that range. Well, we are going to take yet another roundabout. I know, it's hard to believe. These things actually are kind of fun on a scooter. Let's see if this guy sees me here. It's always a good plan if he does. Leaning into that turn, yes sir. God, love these tires, man. Love them. Love these tires. All right, so we're gonna cruise on down. That was a hell of a pothole. Holy cow. I mean, the suspension on the Max is pretty sweet once you dial it in. And this has been pretty nice, but even monster potholes like that would make a dent for sure. All right, I think we actually might be able to cut a little time off if we take the bike lane, which I don't do too often, but we'll chill on down here and have some fun. Yeah, no lights on this baby. All right, man, so I cut on into traffic here. Take a quick, oh, I can smell them from here. That's a good sign if you can smell the tacos from here. I'm gonna cruise on over and see what this is looking like. Head east. We're gonna head east, young man. Yeah. And we're gonna cruise on over to the east side, and we're gonna check out Axel Tacos. So this is a new place. We'll see if it's up to the task. With this kind of a weather pattern being sort of a fake out and spring being right around the corner, understandable that some of these places are going to be closed up. But this is a destination town too. We got a lot of people coming to Central Oregon as well, so not surprising. So we're going to cruise down Reed Market here. We're going to be heading towards the east side, and this place has only been open for a couple months. I think actually less than a month or two. It's supposed to have some killer tacos. Incredibly smooth ride brought to you by Roadrunner RS5 Max scooters. Man, this thing really has smoothed out. Like I said, when we first got it, when I first actually got this, man, the suspension was really stiff. But it has been, it's been kind of working its way in, you know, and it's starting to loosen up a little bit. And it's really just about perfect, and we haven't done much. We did a little bit of adjustment right after we got it and got a little bit of the stiffness out of it. But it really does seem like, see if this guy sees this here. It really, just a few tweaks has loosened it up, made it much, much nicer for sure. Gotta watch our speed here, just so Officer Bob doesn't decide to take an excessive interest in what we're doing. It's always good to see if they see you. Let this McLaren here go first. Oh, there he is. Nice Corvette. Yeah. One of the nice things I like about the Roadrunner RS5 series of scooters is just how much torque they have. You don't use top speed very often, but you use torque all the time to get up into the speed of traffic, or to get out of traffic, or to get like out of a potentially hazardous traffic situation. And I gotta say, the torque on these scooters, especially this series, the RS5 series, is just massive. I mean, you can just jump right into stuff with no trouble. This is a bit of a trek, so it's a little out of our way, but you know, hopefully it's worth it. We'll see. Ooh, we cruise down here by the dead deer. That looks rough. And we'll pull on in here. We have a lot of deer up here in the Central Oregon area. And that one was about a 3-point buck right there. It's always a shame to see. Man, this whole line of like really cherry cars out here. This should have been the dead giveaway right here. But the place isn't really marked from the outside. It's new, but we got Cascade Lakes is also new and just opened up right there. But Axel's Tacos is right here, and it just doesn't have like any signage or anything. So brand new, but let's check it out. So we got the chicken adobo tacos, and I gotta say, these things are just massive. I mean, the portions here are insane, and probably the best condiments bar I've ever seen. Every kind of salsa you can possibly imagine, caramelized onions, just a ton of stuff to choose from. Only drawback is no beer or wine, so we can't really test out our beer and tacos theory here, but the taco portions are just insane and look amazing. All right, so right across the parking lot from Cascade Lakes is Axel's Tacos. Man, these are killer. Best chicken adobo tacos I've ever had. And insane portions too. I mean, killer. And definitely worth the ride for sure. Unbelievable. So we got a pretty evening, and we'll follow this guy out. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo. Just gonna follow the sun to the west side. And what a beautiful evening. Can't beat this ride. You just can't beat this ride. One thing I love about the Roadrunner scooters too is, unlike a lot of the other ones, like the P-Series scooters I had before and the Max Fun, man, I just love the deck size. This deck is freaking huge. And I love the angle of the kick plate. You know, most kick plates actually are a little too steep. So you end up, you know, kind of doing like a Stairmaster thing, you know, for the entire ride. I mean, it's fine for a couple of 100 yards, but it just kicks your butt for any real length of time. And this one is just like the perfect degree. It's like 30 degrees. It's really more of an extension of the deck. There's plenty of incline if you want to push against it. But without a doubt, by far and away the most comfortable I've ridden on so far. And it really just makes the whole deck experience a lot more comfortable to ride, for sure. And on rides like these, you know, long rides like these, it makes a big difference. It really does. You know, if you're just putting down to the store, it's one thing, man. But if you got a distance, you got some ways to go. Yeah, I mean, then without a doubt, this is a much nicer and a much more comfortable ride for sure, you know. And it feels a lot more stable. The thing I didn't like about my other kick plates, like, that were really, really steep, like 45-degree angle, is that it made you feel like you had to kind of step up on your toes almost. And it felt unstable, you know, at higher speeds. But this just feels really comfortable at just really about any speed. A really nice and really comfortable ride for sure. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out on such a beautiful evening with me and for going on this ride and checking out these new taco spots. I think overall, El Sancho's still kind of takes it for the win, especially because they have beer there and stuff. But I think this is probably by far, like I said, the best chicken adobo taco place I've had to date. Killer for sure. I'll leave all the info in the links below for each one of the places we visit. If you guys are in the Central Oregon area and you feel like doing like a electric scooter taco crawl. And until then, get out, ride, have a great time, enjoy a gorgeous evening like this on your scooter, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.